Well, it's Wednesday, boys and girls. I promise you I'll be back. And it's time for Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is talking to you. And as always, thanks for tuning in, boys and girls. Yes, indeed. Hopefully you had a very long holiday weekend. Some schools or some students who are going to school didn't have school today because it just was too doggone hot in the building. And to those students, you know they're going to make up those days. So beware. However, we got some sports news that you just can't get enough of, and we'll start that off right now here. First and foremost, the Detroit Tigers are playing right now, or they were. Right now, they're in a rain delay in good old Chi-Town here. Tigers are leading 7-0 in the top of the fifth inning. Now, you boys and girls know that is not an official game until they at least get 5 innings in. So let's hope that Mother Nature kind of blows away and the Tigers get up to bat and allow Chicago to do the same. And then it rains again and they'll get maybe a free win, or you'll be up to at least, I'll give or take, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, there you go. Good news here, huh? Detroit Lions announced that they have been awarded defensive end Romero Owanro, Owanro, okay, via the waivers from the New York Giants. In addition, the Lions waived Anthony Zetto, who had 6 sacks last year for the Detroit Lions. Anthony Zetto is gone. Detroit Lions also announced that they have signed Trevor Bates, linebacker, center Leo, I cannot pronounce Leo K's name. I cannot. Kulumatanji, okay? Leo Kulumatanji. And running back Donnell Plumfries to the team practice squad. Of course, those contracts are not disclosed, but they're in the practice squad. Hopefully, maybe get a chance to work their way up to the 53-man roster. Maybe one day. And meanwhile, they'll be on the practice squad. In addition, the Lions announced that they have released Roland Milligan, linebacker Darnell Shaky, and also tackle Dan Skipper from the practice squad. They're gone now from the Detroit Lions. The Lions will continue their preparation, of course, for the New York Jets with a practice in shorts at the team headquarters in Allen Park today, Wednesday. Yes, they play on Monday night, boys and girls. Monday night. Yes. The Lions, again, I'm going to repeat that. The Lions will open their regular season on Monday Night Football for the first time since 2014 when the Lions, or the Detroit Lions, they were defeated by the New York Giants 35-14 at Ford Field. The Lions and the Jets will meet for the first time since 2014 when Detroit won 24-17 at New York. The Lions lead the all-time series 7-6. Jets are in town to try to tie it up. By the way, the talent for the game for ESPN, yes, ESPN will be doing that national televised game. If you are in Detroit, boys and girls, if you are in Detroit, WXYZ Channel 7, ABC affiliate, okay? Beth Morwin will be doing the play-by-play. Yes, and Brian Greasy will be the analyst. Laura Rutledge will be the sideline reporter. Just letting you know that. I'm just telling you. I'm trying to be truthful about this whole situation here. Detroit Lions. Woohoo. Yes. Of course, football gets kicked off tomorrow with the Atlanta Falcons at the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll bring some wows and woo-woos around there. The Eagles will probably put up a big fat pennant up on their stadium saying that, yes, we're the world champions. Speaking of world champions, this is the 50th anniversary for the 1968 World Series Detroit Tigers. And a pop-up exhibition is an element for celebration of the artifacts showcasing the '68 season. So this pop-up exhibition, curated by the Ilitch Holding and Collectors Coronation there, it's going to be like 30 artifacts, including historic exterior letters from the Tiger Stadium and visible from Michigan and Trumbull, and a whole lot of other stuff. Bill Freehan, Ernie Harwell, World Series rings, authentic usher uniforms at the Tiger Stadium ticket window. There's a whole lot of little other stuff going to be there. This is going to be here the first time. It's going to be displayed at Comerica Park. The Blue Moon Brewhouse in the upper concourse at Comerica Park is going to have this pop-up, yes, pop-up exhibition. The Blue Moon Brewhouse has been temporarily transferred to feature this large exterior Imagine Rapper Tiger Stadium concourse. The window displays oversized photos of the '68 Detroit Tigers players. Pop-up exhibitions will open to the general public 5:30 on Friday, the 7th, when the gates open for Detroit Tigers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. The game will remain open throughout the whole homestand for everybody who wants to see this. For a limited time only, the pop-up exhibition will be added to Comerica Park's public tours will take place on Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on game days there before they take this thing down here. A game ticket is not required for the public tours, but you know what? You want to make reservations for the public tours. Go to tigers.com/tours, okay? And you'll get your money's worth there. And again, I'll repeat right now, the Tigers are in a so-called rain delay here right now. I said it. Yes, I did. They're in a rain delay with the Chicago White Sox. And it's raining. So, we'll just wait around until the Tigers in the rain stop. Right now, the Tigers are in the dugout. I'm looking at it right now. It's the top of the 5th. And yes, they're moving the tarp off the field. Isn't that beautiful? I'm looking at the monitor right now. Yes. Don't you like it? Maybe they will get this thing in there. The Tigers right now have 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Chicago only has 2 hits. Zimmerman was on the mound, and we kind of think maybe or maybe not, may not be back on the mound. Who knows? But the game has not started yet. They're taking tarp off the field. So, hey, let's get involved. Of course, the Tigers will be home this weekend for this momentous 50th anniversary here. Yes, the 50th anniversary for the Detroit Tigers this weekend. St. Louis Cardinals, that's who they beat in 1968 at a time when this town was kind of reeling very badly. You know, the '67 riots. Then the '68 Tigers came about there and brought the city back together again. What a deal! What a deal indeed. You'll see some old faces. Don Werder be in town, and some other Tigers, some representatives also for players who can't make it. I'm quite sure Bill Freehan's wife is going to be there. I know Bill Freehan is in dire straits right now as far as his health is concerned. He probably will not be there. Mickey Lolich will probably be there. But again, you really want to know who's going to be there? Hey, go on down there and check it out this weekend, all weekend long. Okay? Alrighty now. Oh, we can kind of bounce back to some, we normally do the football picks every week. So it'll be the first week or the first time that we can get some football picks in. So let's do this. Starting tomorrow, September 6th, football starts. The NFL is back in the groove on NBC here. Atlanta and Philadelphia will play. I will say Philadelphia will win the game. at home, or the fans of Philly, or, well, you know. Let's move on to Sunday, boys and girls. It's Jacksonville at the New York Giants at 1 o'clock here. I'm going to pick Jacksonville to beat the New York Giants. Kansas City at the Los Angeles Chargers. That's a 4 o'clock game. The Chargers look pretty doggone well, but I think Kansas City's going to beat them. So I'm picking Kansas City here. Washington at Arizona. 425. I'm picking Arizona to beat Washington in that one. Buffalo at Baltimore, 1 o'clock. Ooh, that's a close one indeed here. Close one. Really close indeed. Hey, I'm going to pick Baltimore to beat Buffalo by edge in there. Dallas and Carolina. Carolina will beat Dallas. Pittsburgh at Cleveland. I'm going to say something, and I might regret it. Cleveland's going to give Pittsburgh a battle. Pittsburgh will win the game, but just barely. Seattle and Denver here. Hey, that's going to be a good one. Denver will win that game there. And I understand Earl Thomas is back in Seattle. Hey, I just saying. Cincinnati and the Indianapolis Colts is going to be playing. Indianapolis will win that game there. Chicago at Green Bay. That's a night game for NBC. NBC's going to get it on there. Hey, I'm going to pick Green Bay over Chicago. Tennessee and Miami. That's a 1 o'clock game. I'm going to say, without saying, Tennessee will win that game. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. 1 o'clock game. New Orleans. Houston at New England. Houston is not a bum anymore here, and they got a formidable team. So I'm going to pick Houston to upset New England. Because I can. San Francisco and Minnesota. San Francisco and Minnesota is going to be playing at 1 o'clock. Minnesota will win that game. Of course, the Monday night games here, boys and girls. New York Jets at the Detroit Lions. I'm going to pick the Detroit Lions, but I'm very sketchy on that particular here. And the Los Angeles Rams at the New Oakland Raiders. I'm going to pick, you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm going to pick the Rams over Oakland. Although Oakland has a formidable team, but I don't know. The Rams, they done bulked up this year here, boys and girls. So that's going to be a pretty doggone good one here. Pretty good game. So you have all the games that are going to be played this weekend, starting tomorrow. Major League Baseball, again, they announced that right-handed pitcher Michael Fulmer was named to Detroit Tigers nominee for the prestigious Roberto Clemente Award for the most prominent individual player award bestowed by the Major League Baseball. The Roberto Clemente Award is an annual recognition for the player of each Major League Baseball club who represent the game of baseball through extraordinary character, community involvement, and also positive contribution both on and off the field. And Michael Fulmer gets that rap here, and others have gotten that as well. So hey, congratulations, Michael Fulmer. Later on in the year, they'll give you the grand winner of that particular award there. Michael Fulmer represents the Detroit Tigers. And speaking of the Detroit Tigers, they're back on the field again here, boys and girls here. Back on the field in the fifth inning. And we'll keep you abreast of that game as it moves along. Yes, they will. As it moves along. Nike. I would be remiss without starting some crap here before I go off the air. Okay? Nike on Monday released a black and white close-up of Colin Kaepernick face and the words that believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. And this commercial, or this is a part of an ad for the company's 30th anniversary Just Do It campaign. This commercial will be released on Monday night, not Monday Night Football, but this Thursday. against the Eagles in Philadelphia. So you can see this commercial in its entirety on NBC. ESPN reported that Nike kept paying Kaepernick, although he's been off the field. He's had a signature brand and a signing with Nike since 2011. So now we know how Calvin Kaepernick has been receiving bucks and whatever it may be and be able to make these financial payments second to none to some organizations, again, second to none. And we don't want to remind you why, for instance, Kaepernick has been the spokesperson of this. He's right now in court with the NFL. He's won a deal right now where this is going to go to court and be judged by a jury unless an arbitrator comes involved and then both sides agree to it, that he's been colluded against by the NFL. Now here's the twist, boys and girls. The NFL has read up on their license with Nike too. They just signed an 8-year extension. Now it runs through 2028. The NFL used to have Reebok in this corner, but they don't anymore. They went to Nike brand in 2011 and been using them ever since. Of course, the NFL and Kaepernick don't see eye to eye, and they're trying to get something together here, get it off the back burner. I don't know what to say about this particular incident here. I can say hooray for Nike who having the guts to see confusion at its finest. Because, it's going to be a lot of people who are going to sit up there and say, hey, we're not going to watch football anymore because of kneeling and whatever it may be. And I know the president don't like it. But, sorry, boys and girls, it's not against the law. And, you really hope that whatever happens in the NFL with the Kaepernick situation in the NFL, to kind of reach this point where they can find some peace into that. Because it kind of it stinks to high heaven knowing that this guy has some ability, but yet and still, in many people's ability, he's been blackballed from playing football again. All because he took the stand. Now, should we get more socially involved in situations such as what Kaepernick been going on? Yeah. Of course, some will kneel and some won't. Some respect the flag the way it should. And others will find ways to do what they have to do. I mean, hey, as the old saying goes, it's a free country. But the bitterness and whatnot going into this particular, it can't keep going on. It's got to stop somewhere down the line. And it can't be messed up in some anger here either. Hopefully we find some peace where certain things cease. And, some people and some organizations recognize that we got some problems in this country. And we all got to stand up and stop it. Or those problems will stop us. That's all I can say. Plain simple. So enjoy the commercial tomorrow on Thursday Night Football. And I can say it's done. I am done here for today. I will be back on Friday. And we'll talk some more sports and all this other good stuff there. We'll talk about maybe the game of Philadelphia and Atlanta. And I'm quite sure we'll have some more sports news involving Detroit Tigers. And then we can blitz and skits of the 68 Detroit Tigers and the 50th anniversary there. Then we'll go more in detail and depth. Also, we'll kind of talk about maybe the Detroit Titans that released their schedule today. You can check it out. Check out Butch On Sports on Facebook here. Butch On Sports, go there. Don't be square. And give me a like, by the way, if you can. Hey, also, you can deal with Butch On Sports on Podomatic. Type in simplyButchToo.podomatic.com. Also go to podbeanhere.com. The Game Show. Scott Nason, of course, the head grand poobah of the game. That comes on every Monday. Yours truly be on there, chipping in some goodies here, along with Dave McCaig and company and friends here. You can go to Popbean for that. And also go to iTunes as well here for Butch On Sports. Whole lot of features there. I'm hearing that you can go to oh well. We'll think about it on Friday. Hey, have a great night, everybody. Tell your friends about Butch On Sports. And we'll do this. Again, Butch On Sports is a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions.